ETH, we start with 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. First of all, if we refer to our analysis, I mentioned about different possibility, and even we mentioned we can expect the price to drop. We can look for sell, but it's a short term. That's why I mentioned if we want to look for sell based on 1 hour chart, the only option is to put our entry above below this low. And beside that, I mentioned I'm not interested, as we can see the price drop and it's not moving very fast in our direction. Okay. Anyway, whoever get the sell, the best thing is just take out the trade. Okay. It doesn't mean the price cannot continue, but it depends if they're trading. They should know technically they shouldn't keep the trade. Okay. Later I will explain why. But again, it depends on the traders. First of all, we move to daily chart. And still we're looking at this correction. I mentioned we want to see whether we can get the reversal or not. All right. Still we're looking at this one as a flat. And even the price retest the previous low, still we can consider for flat. But again, we need to see the confirmation for the price, either they broke the top or low. Which direction it go, we cannot confirm it. But right now for me, the only thing is I want to see the reversal. If I get the reversal, I will look for buy. Selling, I won't see. I mean, I'm not interested unless I see some changes. Anyway, we move to forward chart and we have been looking for the flat. We get the price reverse, but was already corrective. And when we see this corrective move, I highlighted that we can look at this one as an internal correction and we can expect the price to drop almost the price drop and almost near to the previous low. Okay. Right now we can refer to the indicators. We need to know that mostly we can look for the divergence. Okay, that's mean because if we wants to look for the divergence, if we put our line here, almost the price tag, but the only question is whether we have to wait for the price to tag the lowest price of this shadow or not. Technically, mostly we prefer if the price can break this low, then from there if we see the divergence, it can give us better confirmation. Anyway, from now we should consider about the divergence, and that's mean if we get the reversal we can look for buy. We can extend this line to here. Again, this line is indicative. The reasons we put the line here, because we have been looking for this three waves structure, and now we consider that time when the price was here, since we get this correction internally as the first corrective, then the last, that means this is the move we're looking for. Okay, that's why we try to extend our line here, and still we can expect this one turn to a deeper move. We can adjust this line anytime. And as we mentioned, the best things is if the price can drop to 2.3k. Okay. By the way, right now we need to see the reversal. If we get any reversal, we can look for buy, but we need to get the trade set up. And if I move to for 1 hour chart, the first things we need to look at this. If we put this low relative to the previous one, if we refer to the indicators, we see the divergence and as well here. And if we put this one, as we can see, if we put our line, almost the price tag the previous low, but the only question is about the shadow. As I mentioned, technically the best things if the price can retest the lowest price, which is around 2.3k, because at that time we can put if we refer to the indicators, this is where we're looking for. Mostly we can look for divergence, because even if the price drop and retest, we will have a divergence unless we see the continuation. That's why from there, if the price can continue and drop and retest the previous low, any reversal, it can give us better confirmation. Okay, right now the price can drop as what we can see here, but trading, even if we wants to look for trade from here, the only way is to put our entry below this, which for me I'm not interested. For me, I'm really interested. I mean, I'm more interested to look for the reversal. That's mean from now, if I see any reversal, I will take the trade. Either as a sharp move flag, I will take the trade, or I put my entry above the stop. All right, or somewhere around 2.5k. And what I want to see this price sharply reverse. If the price reverses as a corrective, we are not going to keep the trade. And from now, since the price have been moving quite corrective, I'm expecting to get the sharp move. And if the sharp move is going to be as a put buy, that's why I'm trying to get the trade either by having entry above this correction, or if we get any sharp move like, I will take the trade. By the way, we should know that Having entry above this is really risky because simply the price can tag and drop. That's why we need to see the sharp move and breakout. If the price tag we see it's not moving in our direction, we don't keep more than 2 hours. But if the price reverses a corrective move, we are not going to keep the trade. And even if the price continue and drop, that means we see one more drop. Then from there we can adjust our entry, for example, above this top. Okay, but right now we put it as 2.5k. Anyway, we don't have really good trade setup, but right now we should watch this one in relative to the previous one. If there is a breakout, mostly we can look for divergence. Then if we get a reversal from there, this is what we're looking for, because still we can expect the price drop some more, and even we can expect the price to retest the previous low, because if you're looking at the flat. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.